What's up? Yes, I know. Bucks won again. And they might win. Who knows? But I gotta say, there was a couple of things in the game that it would have made it either way, regardless of the, as Pat Connaughton would say, or did say, greatest block of all time, which wasn't. That's not the greatest block of all time. I don't even know why he's even saying that. But of course, he's completely biased. It's his own teammate, blah blah blah. But anyways, I mean, you could have talked about the foul calling, the officiating, if you want to say that. The officiating wasn't that great, and there were even times where they weren't even calling the fouls. That the Bucks were getting it on them, like when Booker should have fouled out. Before he thought he fouled out, he grabbed onto, who was it? I don't remember who it was, but he grabbed onto him as he was making the bucket. So there was no foul whatsoever. It was even replayed a couple times. But anyways, so I mean, I honestly think it's been coming down to officiating in some cases, because even if Giannis did make the block, there was a couple turnovers, couple things that Suns could have just changed, but I think a lot of it was just not making shots. If Suns were making their shots, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. That's true. Really honestly true. Because the Bucks aren't that comparably. I don't want to say they're the best, but they are the best 2-3 shooters pretty much. They have a good mixture of both. Whereas I think that besides the Hawks, the Suns are probably second in the league. That's what I think. I don't even know the actual stats behind it, but just by noticing and looking at it in this playoffs, at least that's what they've been doing. So, but yeah, whatever happens. I don't really care either way. I'd rather have the Suns win just because I want them to win. Because Chris Paul is probably going to retire soon if he doesn't get his ring, and that's probably the only reason. But I think if Giannis gets his ring now, it's just they're going to have that team for maybe a couple years before they split, and then Giannis is going to leave the Bucks. I know he says he won't, but he might follow in KD and LeBron's footsteps and want to get more rings. You never know. But then again, he might just be like, I don't know, a couple of small players like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. I don't know. I don't want to say Michael Jordan because he came back with the Wizards, but yeah. I wish he would have came back with the Bulls. They didn't want him. Anyways, that's enough about that rant. I need more rest. I was gonna call out today, to be honest. I'm just letting you know, but I just kept doing more stretches, kept doing more things, and then went outside when my youngest was shooting hoops. Wasn't running or anything. Like, it wasn't all like, if the ball came to me, it came to me. If it didn't, it didn't. But just walking, trying to get reps underneath me, made me feel a little bit better. Enough, of course, to where it's not so tremendously bad. And then also taking a bath. Like, that's, for me, it's been something I've been doing. Probably shouldn't be doing a lot, but I have been doing. Is taking a quick bath. It's 15-20 minutes. But when you're walking like 10 miles a day, I mean, maybe it's not a lot for some people, and it's not. People do more. People do way more than me. And it could be just my feet, and I need to get it checked out, and it could be a lot of things. But just doing the walking every single day, I mean, if you imagine putting up, I don't know, walking 50 miles a work week, that's still a lot of miles on your feet. That's a lot of miles. And I guess if you're not recovering, if your body isn't getting better, you're pretty much just putting a band-aid on it and just keep going at it. But unfortunately, that's the only options I have. Because calling out is great and all, and it'll probably make me feel better. But if it comes to a point where that day comes where maybe I do need that extra time off, and I did hurt myself a little bit more even while I was working, and it doesn't matter, I still need the time. So I got to think about pretty much every and all avenues that present itself when things happen in my life. So like, I don't know, me making this video, right? Just like thinking about it. I don't really remember everything I say in these videos, but thinking about the things that come out of my brain to my mouth, and you hear it's pretty super fast, but it's not difficult to try to at least go the right avenue or say the right things. It might not be the right words for you to hear, but saying the right things for my situations, it's becoming a little bit easier, but it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier than taking a whole bunch of time and thinking about it, which might make it even better for someone to ingest, I guess. But I just don't think it's as authentic. Maybe. But yeah, anyways, I'm a little early today, but I'm super glad, super fortunate, and super happy that I have this opportunity, and that, whoever finds their way upon this page, wherever you find it, wherever you see me or hear me, thank you. I really mean it. Even if I don't ever know your name.